I got off with Chad closely behind me.
Giggity giggity, giggity giggity.
Hello friends and welcome back to ReddX, your source for the freshest daily Reddit content anywhere on the internet. Promise swearsies it's just a fact and it's totally science. Go ahead and look it up if you want. Whatever, I can't live your life for you. Today we're jumping into rSlash NeckbeardStories. Yes, indeed. So I've been digging through NeckbeardStories and I found another saga for us to delve into, written by user Typhoid Mary. And this is the saga of Casinobeard, who's apparently a security guard. That's right, you can keep yourself safe and sound with a neckbeard. I'm sure he'll do his best. Oh lord, what are we in for? Anyways, we'll get some plugs and disclaimers out of the way, and then we will dive right into some NeckbeardStories cringe. For being a security guard, you'd think he'd understand boundaries and rules. Yeah, but he's a neckbeard though, so he don't. This is part 1 of Casinobeard saga. Okay, so the generic first post, typing on mobile, been a lurker for a while thing. Okay, well, I used to work at a very popular casino as a night shift security guard, and boy, do I have some stories to tell. Capitalize on the tell. But this is about one of my coworkers. Our characters are OP, 18-year-old 5'7" girl, working night shift security at a casino because I was desperate and moving apartments, and my day job was just plain unreliable. I have a lot of tattoos, generic punk vibe all in all, big hipster glasses. I'm not a shy person when it comes to my personal space. And then we have Casinobeard, 30-something overweight man, CB for short. He must have been 6 foot, easily 350 pounds, your generic greasy hair in a ponytail, dirty glasses that were too small for his face, and insane acne located on where his neckbeard would have been and on his forehead. And then we got Chad, super buff 20-something man, easily 6'5" and as sweet as could be, notorious for having sprained his ankle in high school and it just hasn't been the same. He looks like your generic Chad, hence the name, and has a couple of tribal tattoos. And evidently he was Casinobeard's rival before I even arrived. And this is the story of my first encounter with Casinobeard. I just showed up to the employee lot and was waiting for the shuttle to take me to the employee entrance of the actual casino. It was my first shift of midnight to 8 a.m., so I was already tired. There were other people waiting who were wearing the same security uniform, along with other employees like dealers and waitresses. They all seemed pretty hyped to have a girl on the security team, mostly because they needed someone to escort drunk women out of the bathrooms. They were all very kind people overall. Chad was among the group and he was very welcoming. And then he showed up. I saw him out of the corner of my eye, just a massive blob. So simple, so evocative, mwah, beautiful. With his uniform clinging on to his rotund body for dear life. He shuffled painfully slowly across the crosswalk from the parking lot to the bus area. There was an audible sigh from the group that I had been talking with, and that should have been my first hint. The bus rolled up when he was about 10 feet away from the group, and everyone rushed on. Chad put a hand on my shoulder to make sure that I went on before him, and he was the only thing between Casinobeard and I. Looking back on it, this was probably Chad's way of preventing Casinobeard from getting a good long look at my ass. Chad knows what do. I was rushed to the very back of the bus and ended up standing with a few other of my new coworkers. Some were sitting down, and that was okay with me. I think the standing was the only thing keeping me awake at this point, and that is when it all started.
Gentlemen, could one of you please stand up for the lady?
That voice. It sounded like Peter Griffin from Family Guy, but with something lodged in his throat, almost spongy sounding. If you squeezed water out of a sponge and it could make a human voice, it would sound like that, like he was almost drowning. Lois, I'm only going to tell you once. Have you heard about the bird? So it's like Peter Griffin meets SpongeBob or something like that. They kind of got the same laugh. Nah, versus like, ah!
A lady shouldn't have to stand up on the back of the bus.
I turned my head and saw him, Lord Casinobeard. He was maybe 6 inches away from me. I don't know how I didn't feel the bus shake as he edged his way closer to me. His wire-framed glasses looked like they were fogging up, but mine hadn't. It wasn't even humid or anything. God, that is just how dirty his lenses were. To be fair, I am a psycho when it comes to my glasses lenses, and I'm very picky about having them touched. Yeah, this dude got glasses covered in pizza grease. How do you even see through them things? Once again, the audible sigh from my coworkers. Chad was sitting down, which I get now because of his bad ankle, but Casinobeard's eyes were burning holes into Chad. I mumbled/yawned, "It's fine, I want to stand up anyways." The bus had lurched forward just as Casinobeard was about to say something, but his inglorious gut slammed right into me. What a gentleman! I stumbled backwards, but managed to catch myself on the railing on the side of the wall. Casinobeard never apologized. He also didn't step away. But then, that's when it hit me. The smell. How iconic. A mix of body odor and Axe deodorant. Reminded me of middle school, but the intensity of it damn near knocked me out. "Hey man, can you move back a little bit?" I said, not trying in any way to hide the irritation in my voice. He scooted back a little bit, but by this time we were already at the main building. This jerk decided to block everyone from getting off and try and insist that I slide between him and the other seats to get off of the bus first. I mean, really? Is now the time to be holding doors? We all just want to get to our posts. I motioned with my head for him to just move, and that, coupled with my notorious resting bitch face, got him to just move himself right along, albeit probably very slowly. I'm still surprised he didn't get stuck just trying to get off the bus. I got off with Chad closely behind me, and Casinobeard was waiting right next to the door. I just ignored him. I didn't want to get involved. I go on the internet. I know how these Neckbeard stories go. The internet saves another one. You're welcome. As Chad and I were walking to the security post, easily like a quarter mile inside the building, we were just talking. He has a tattoo on his neck, so being polite and a tattoo enthusiast myself, I say, "Nice ink, man. So what does it mean?"
"Tattoos are so normie."
Casinobeard. Where did he even come from? Was he following us? For being the human embodiment of Jabba the Hutt, he is awfully quiet on his feet. Or maybe I was just too drained to even hear him. Chad snapped around and just said, "What's your problem, man?"
"I don't want you scaring off the only lady on the team with your prison tattoos."
I turned around to see the fucking grin that was carved into his face. His smile lines were so deeply cut, I can only imagine his resting face is a permanent snicker of entitlement. "He isn't scaring me off, dude," I mumbled. "I happen to like tattoos. I actually have a few." Oh no. I made a massive mistake here. Red alert! Red alert! I should have just quit and went home to play Skyrim and be poor! God damn it! Just play Skyrim and be poor. Man, I feel that too much. Fuck a job, man. What I need a house for anyways?
"Oh, really? Of what?"
Casinobeard's smug little face started turning red. Now, you see, I had a childhood deeply entrenched in abuse and video games. Escaped the abuse by playing video games. Now, with that being said, I hate being touched. This should be noted. I hate being touched without consent. I'm sure a lot of you feel that way. And because video games hold such a special place in my heart, I had a Pokeball and the red and green mushrooms from the Super Mario games on my left wrist. I've since added Peach's crown and a few other nerd things. We stopped on the side of the hallway to let other people pass us so they could get to their jobs, but Casinobeard's size made that a little bit hard. Regardless, I pulled up my left sleeve ever so slightly, showing the easily identifiable Pokeball, and then I saw his arm move. Like, not the,
"Wow, that's so cool, can I touch it?"
kind of movement that I usually get. Nope. It was very reminiscent of times that I've had people just grab me out of nowhere. I instinctively lurched back and put my arm down, but the damage had been done. His fingers brushed against my sleeve and closed in the air. I could already tell this dude does not respect boundaries. Right as I was about to start walking, I looked up at his face. It was beaming. And I shit you not, it was like meeting one of those people who I play online games with in real life.
Wow, I didn't know a girl like you would be into video games.
Oh god, here comes the gatekeeping. And that did it. The rest of the walk, it was going to be
Pokemon this and Pokemon that. What's your favorite Pokemon? What's your favorite game?
I'm not getting paid enough to work here.
The new games are bullshit.
Yeah, sure, buddy. Chad looked about ready to kill himself. As soon as we got to the security area, Chad put his hand on my back and guided me over to the kiosk where we checked in, and he was super nice and helpful in teaching me how to do it.
You know, I could have showed her,
Casinobeard mumbled, again, merely inches away from me. How can I not hear his footsteps? I was at my wit's end. Well, I wanted Chad to help me, I said firmly. My mom's a preschool teacher, so she taught me a lot of helpful hints in dealing with underdeveloped minds, like standing your ground. God, I almost started crying when this part happened. There's no abuse, so really no need for a trigger warning, but this fucking big, massive, sweaty guy did put his wet little sausage fingers on me. Oh god. And pulled up my sleeve. Fucking... I could feel the heat radiating off of his fucking ogre hands. The descriptions kill me, dude. Wet sausage fingers and ogre hands. Oh no! His gross, chewed up fingernails grazed the skin on the tops of my hands. It felt like the sound of nails on a chalkboard. Just before he could make a comment on the rest of my mini nerd sleeve, I had already ripped my arm away from him.
Wow, those are so cool, especially on a girl.
Casinobeard was fucking glowing. I was petrified and backed up towards Chad. I guess Casinobeard took this as a personal offense.
Chad doesn't even know anything about that stuff.
Casinobeard had gotten a bit louder. I was officially done. Do not ever touch me again. I was basically hissing at this point. I walked away towards another kiosk and Chad followed suit.
Learn to take a compliment.
Casinobeard grumbled under his breath. I basically broke my neck, snapping it back at him. Never put your hands on me. My tattoos aren't yours to touch. At the time, I was just totally pissed off and exhausted, but in hindsight, it didn't do all that much to faze him. It just started the cycle of me saying no, and him taking that as change my mind. Neckbeard through and through. And that was the first 20 minutes of my relationship with this man. I have plenty of other stories, including the one where he was my singular reason for quitting. If anyone wants to hear, let me know. It gets way more cringy as the first night went on. Note, I was okay with Chad's physical contact because it was over my clothes and very light, as opposed to Casinobeard's grubby fingers touching me. And also, Chad was hot. Definitely a disaster of a human being, but honestly, I've experienced things exactly like this, you know what I mean? People are like, oh, what's your tattoos? Let me give my opinion on it. It's like, dude, I didn't get this fucking tattoo for you, okay? I got it because it means something to me, and that should be good enough for both of us. You don't like it? Guess what? You can get a completely different tattoo. Isn't that something? I distinctly recall being at the Ren Fair and like going to buy a turkey leg or something like that, and this chick's like, oh, what's your tattoo? I'm like, yeah, I got a bomb right here and a bullet bill right here. And she's like, those are dumb. And I'm like, I wasn't asking for a fucking opinion from the turkey lady. Shut your mouth and get my turkey leg, wench. And her jaw just about dropped through the floor. But yeah, you want to come at me like that? I'm going to give you both barrels. Trust me. The Casinobeard story is especially interesting because OP doesn't seem to be giving him any ground to keep on making these approaches and stuff, but he just keeps on keeping on, and I have no idea why. Or I mean, I do have an idea why, because he's a neckbeard, but that really punches a hole in my theory of like eviscerate them within the first 5 minutes and they will leave you alone. I guess not all neckbeards is built the same. Ugh, but I guess we'll see how much worse things can get as the first shift with Casinobeard continues in the next post. The first shift with Casinobeard. That's what I said. Pray for me. Part 2 of Casinobeard Saga. I didn't expect quite the reaction from my first tale of Casinobeard. Our greasy, fat antagonist. I'm writing this on the notes app of my phone while on an airplane and copying and pasting, so just a warning for any grammatical mistakes. Our characters! Yes indeed, OP is back, so is Casinobeard. Chad is apparently becoming the work husband even on the first shift, which is kind of weird. And then we got Mr. Rogers, the supervisor, a 50-something jaded as fuck war veteran with a soft spot for me. Not in a creepy way. Again, sweet as all heck and very Mr. Rogers type. He will be my savior in many Casinobeard attacks. God, man, Mr. Rogers is just like my favorite person ever. How can one man be so pure and wonderful? God, we need you back, Mr. Rogers. So, back where we left off, I'll recap part 1 very briefly. Casinobeard tried very hard to befriend the only lady on the security team, i.e. me, and in doing so, violated my personal space issues while trying to look at my dorky wrist tattoos, a Pokeball and the Super Mario mushrooms, and Chad had inadvertently become my protector and also my work trainer. So after my event with Casinobeard at the clock-in kiosk, I was just waiting with Chad for instructions from my new shift supervisor, Mr. Rogers, the sweetest man that I've ever met. But first he had to, like, you know, change his shoes and put on a sweater or something like that. He could obviously tell that I hadn't had a good time with Casinobeard. Luckily for me, when I turned around to look at Casinobeard, he was fumbling with his employee card to clock in, so relatively far away from me. Mr. Rogers appointed Chad as my trainer, so essentially I just followed Chad around for a week or two until I got into the swing of things. So I was on Chad's schedule. Now the way this casino is set up, there are 2 parts, the fire and ice sides. Whoa, that sounds cool. The fire side is mostly a big circle of gambling machines and tables with a few restaurants on the outer ring and a small concert area in the center. The ice side is a long shopping strip with a similar gambling circle at the end along with the poker rooms. Both sides have their own hotels. I'm changing the name of the casino, but if you know what casino I'm talking about, yeah, it's that one. Casinobeard still works midnight to 8 a.m. there. So let's all go over there and give him a visit. Be like, hi, I heard about you on Reddit. I look at the schedule and Chad was on the fire side and was posted at podiums for most of the night. I checked out Casinobeard's shift and he was on the ice side doing patrol. You basically just walk around and bring poker chips to and from gambling tables. This meant that I wouldn't be seeing him, at least while I was on the floor. At least that's what that was supposed to mean. Casinobeard don't play by nobody else's rules, okay? Well, we took a roll call, and I was briefly introduced to the rest of the team. It was all men of varying ages and ethnicities, and one small old Chinese lady. Wait, I thought OP was the only girl on the team. Or maybe they mean the security team. I bet that old Chinese lady deals for blackjack or something like that. I could just imagine her standing there, smoking 8 cigarettes at once. Adorable. She was standing next to Casinobeard and looked visibly disturbed. Perhaps by his odor, perhaps just generally who he is as a person, though probably both. It was time to break, and Chad walked me down a corridor that opened up to the Fireside Casino, and we walked past the post to go get our radios, basically glorified walkie-talkies. It smelled like cigarettes and depression out on the floor. I personally love the smell. It reminds me of my grandpa who lived in Las Vegas, lol. Cigarettes and sadness should be a candle scent. That is the worst business idea. Then again, if I'm ever away from my wife, I could just give her one of those candles, and it would be like I'm still sitting right here. Cigarettes and sadness. He walked me up a flight of stairs near some bakery, and we walked over to the hotel on the Fireside. We stood at the podium and checked people's hotel keys before letting them up to their rooms. It's standard in a lot of casinos. It was pretty quiet for the first 2 hours. We stayed at posts in 3-hour rotations, and we also got a 30 to 45 minute break for each rotation. Not too bad in my opinion. 30 to 45 minutes? Hopefully on the 45-minute side, boy. Who's gonna lean towards the 30-minute side? We were about a half an hour away from going on break. I was leaning on the podium, basically half asleep. The smell of cigarettes and the general casino vibe was calming me down too much. I was dangerously calm. But then, I smelled it. The warning before the storm. God damn it. Chad sighed. You're on ice tonight. What do you want? It was him. Casinobeard. I swear I could hear him sloshing in his shoes. He was sprinkled in sweat. His pit stains were about as dark as my soul, and his forehead was shining brighter than my future. God damn, this is so well written. I love it. OP, you're great. I just want to let you know.
Just wanted to be sure you're trading her right.
Casinobeard smiled. God, that was the first time that I looked at his teeth. I really wish I hadn't. Now, I had braces for damn near 7 years, so my teeth weren't anything to talk about before, but his? Holy shit. You know when people don't ever brush their teeth, so plaque has just started festering between their teeth and gums? Oh, God, not this. Oh, that's cringe. Yeah, that was him. The tips of his teeth were dotted black. No! The enamel had completely eroded. I almost threw up in my mouth, and I sympathetically am almost throwing up in my mouth. Jesus. I'm the person who uses several toothpaste because I'm scared of my mouth bacteria becoming resistant to any one toothpaste. So you can imagine how fucking sick his teeth made me. Bacteria becoming resistant to a toothpaste? What the fuck? Is that even a thing? I think I need to change my toothpaste now. We're perfectly fine. You can go, Chad insisted, gesturing for Casinobeard to turn back around.
It's 2 a.m. Nothing is happening, and I don't trust your abilities to trade the lady.
Good lord. Does this also count as a white knight story? I mean, some people call them white knights. Here at ReddX Industries, we call them Beardicus militanevius. Big shout out to Fire Drake for writing up those neckbeard definitions. See, they're coming in handy. Anyways, I'm perfectly fine. He has plenty of time to teach me the other stuff, I said flatly. I was hoping the more angry and uninterested I sounded, maybe he would be able to take the hint. Nope, he just walked closer and rested against the opposite side of the podium from me. I guess saying, "No, go away," was misconstrued as, "No, but convince me otherwise." I stepped back and just leaned against the wall. I don't know what he was trying to do, but he had his hands clasped together and he was breathing heavily. Now, the casino isn't that big, so really he shouldn't be out of breath, especially if this is his job. And then his breath hit me. Oh God, his breath. Neckbeard Casinobeard, coming your way. He's a hybrid. It smelled exactly like getting the wires changed in your braces. Oh, ew. Or someone that hasn't flossed in a while. Or someone who doesn't clean their tongue or mouth jewelry and it grows plaque. That's so descriptive, please stop. That smell. I hope I hit enough demographics of people who know what that smell is. Oh, only too well. At this point, I was truly disgusted.
What other tattoos do you have?
He said with a disgusting, pathetic, stomach-churning smile. That's none of your business, I said. His eyes lit up. Oh, fuck. What now?
Is your tongue pierced?
God damn it. Yeah, it is. But I didn't say anything to him. I just clenched my jaw and attempted to channel my inner Medusa and just turn him into a fat slab of stone. It didn't work, unfortunately. Chad was obviously getting super annoyed, mumbling, "You should go or we could get in trouble," every so often, but Casinobeard just wouldn't budge.
What other piercings do you have?
He said, with an even bigger shit-eating grin. He looked down at my chest. In full disclosure to all of you, my nipples, tongue, lower lip, and nose are pierced at this point, but you can't tell me that's not a wildly inappropriate thing to say to a coworker on the job who's also probably 15 years younger than you are. Like, if anyone could bear to touch him, he was probably old enough to be my dad. Ugh, I just had to stifle my vomit. Wow, that's wildly inappropriate, and I am super uncomfortable, I said, a little louder than I usually would. Normally I do this if people are catcalling me or generally being disrespectful to show that I'm not afraid to be loud and get help. But nope. Then he said something to me that no amount of soap could cleanse from me.
I can't wait to find out for myself.
Chad reached for his radio and immediately said something along the lines of, "Casinobeard is off post and harassing our new recruit." I can't recall exactly what he said. After what Casinobeard said, all I could hear for the next hour was a faint ringing in my ears. I swear I popped a blood vessel or something. Mr. Rogers said something over the radio that I couldn't quite make out. Casinobeard's face went dead, and he loudly stormed off. I'm still not sure exactly what had just happened. I think he ended up in Mr. Rogers' office or something. Casinobeard got a point or something because he was out of his patrol area, and that was thankfully the last I saw of him that night. He wasn't in the break room. I didn't hear his voice on the radio, different radios for different sides of the casino, and the rest of my first shift did go fairly well. I was exhausted by the end of the day, but my blinding rage kept me awake enough to drive home and complain to my mom and shout into the void on Twitter. And that completes the first shift with Casinobeard. If y'all want to hear more, just let me know. God, man, I just love a good train wreck. I think everybody that hangs around this channel enjoys a good train wreck. And when you put PRIMO writing on top of it, mwah, so beautiful. His pit stains were as dark as my soul, and his forehead was shining brighter than my future. Somebody put that on a t-shirt. God damn. A+, pure poetry. I'm living for this Casinobeard stuff. It is an older story, but that doesn't make it any less good, you know? Personally, I haven't heard this story told, and I have no idea why, because it is absolutely beautiful to find such a perfect, disgusting specimen in the wild. So we're going to be back to Casinobeard eventually. I'll probably get to BurgerBeard tomorrow. That's the plan, at least. I know the BurgerBeard saga is going to be ending quite shortly, so I've just been kind of dragging my feet on it, trying to make these sweet moments last or something like that. We've also got the Beard of 1,000 Irritations. There's a fair few sagas going on this channel right now, and I definitely hope that you guys are enjoying it and don't mind me adding one more into the mix. And you could show your approval or disapproval by liking or disliking the video, if you should please. Maybe also comment, subscribe if you haven't yet, and definitely do not hesitate to share this video around. Spread the word of ReddX and the neckbeards that are just waiting out there. We've also got some links in the description for you to check out. Character animations done by Darkly Studios, my boy. Mine and my wifey's channel, Mr. and Mrs. ReddX. I swear we're gonna get some fresh content on there soon. Wifey's just been super busy, so apologies for that. We've also got my personal subreddit, r/ReddXReads, the Teespring, if you're trying to rock the merch. Amazon affiliate link currently goes to my microphone, but if you click through there, buy basically anything else, then I get a small kickback from it, so that is massively appreciated. We've also got social medias, the Twitter and the Discord and the Facebook. Oh, and my gorgeous, wonderful, beautiful, generous patrons. And I would like to thank them all, but especially ZeroMMX, Lady Nix, Robert Waits, Pope Squid, Cider Drinker, Tato Ferret, The Last Shinobi, Mark 211, Aaron W, Mitch, John Hero, Candy Sora, Fire Drake, Little Lone Wolf, Miss Monday, Silent Revolver, JM Coon, Leon Embers, TSM Kirby, Redwind, Synaptic Boomstick, Jerry, Staples, Yeet, Cake Jerry, that's a different Jerry. My boy Nat1 Nick, Brilliant Tamago, that big delicious jelly donut, Livison, James Cook, Papa Jesus, and Aaron Lennox. Thank you guys so much for helping to support the channel. Patreon is blowing up, I'm telling you. One day we're not gonna have to worry about monetization anymore. I'm gonna be like, my boys got me. I'll make some disgusting videos. Because my people is here. Although we are not quite at that point yet. But if you'd like to help these people out in supporting the channel, that would be absolutely massive. Hugely, hugely appreciated. I thank you very much in advance. But if you can't right now, don't sweat it too hard, friends. I just appreciate you coming on through, hanging out with me, and I hope that you come on back and hang out with me again tomorrow. Because really, the views is like how my beard stays so buttered. Whoa. It's like Otto from The Simpsons or something. I don't know what's going on. But in order to join us, you guys will need to keep yourself safe out there. Wash your hands. Super important. But also just as important is taking some time out and do something that you personally enjoy today. Maybe watching some more ReddX videos. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. I definitely appreciate each and every one of you. Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, and you definitely deserve it. I will see you in the next one. And until then, friends, bye-bye.